Let's get this started. Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are back once again, our second live stream, back-to-back Sundays. And this time, we are here for the greatest wrestling match ever. WWE Backlash 2020. This is Edge versus Randy Orton. We got Wrestling Them songs here on the chat. What's going on, good brother? He's back again with us on the live stream. And this has been a very interesting show. It was paint by the numbers at first. Then I don't know what you would want to call the Raw Tag Team title match. I believe it was their attempt at a comedy cinematic match between the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits. It had ninjas. It had background music. I'm kind of sad that we didn't go live for that, but we got London Lynch. We got the star of SmackDown with the Lynches on the chat. What's going on, good brother? Glad you're here with us. But yes, we are about to watch the greatest wrestling match ever, Edge versus Randy Orton. They said that this is going to have enhancements on the camera angles. We're going to experience a match like no other, a match they believe is the greatest match ever. Oh, we got Mr. BK, Bryson Lynch on the chat as well. We got all the stars of SmackDown with the Lynches here with us. Shout out to them. I watched SmackDown through their eyes, so I'm much appreciative of them and their love of Otis. They caught on to the Otis train way before everyone else.
For this historic opportunity against the Viper.
So,
ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Wait, what?
Introducing first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 240 pounds, Randy Orton.
They have the voice of Howard Finkel doing the intros.
From Toronto, Canada, weighing 240 pounds,
Wow. With an old MSG mic. With the MSG mic, no ring announcer. They just had the voice of Howard Finkel introduce Randy Orton and Edge. Wow.
Gentlemen, as you know, this match can be won by pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification.
We got R. Williams. This is the wackest show ever. I mean, this is interesting. This is interesting. Different camera angles. Nice start.
The moment has arrived. Randy Orton versus Edge at Backlash. This is the greatest wrestling match ever. Here we go.
They got to get it in. Got to get it in before the lock.
From the opening bell. It is going to be a serious gut check time, not only for Edge, but also for Randy Orton. So if you're Edge, you haven't competed in a conventional one-on-one wrestling match in 9.5 years. How does Edge fit into this match? Well, first off, Tom, you said it's the greatest match ever.
Let us know what you've been thinking about WWE Backlash so far. Like I said, it's been a paint by the numbers show. I mean, it went off the deep end with the tag title match between the Street Profits and Viking Raiders. The Lashley versus Drew McIntyre match was actually really good.
You brought up the long layoff for Edge. Randy Orton has been consistent. He has been competing consistently.
So we got a lock-up.
That's the advantage he knows he holds over Edge.
Between both guys, Randy Orton with the headlock.
Match is totally unlike the match that Edge had at WrestleMania. And those types of matches, so much comes into play. So many
Orton off the ropes with a shoulder block.
This is about pure
Edge leapfrog, arm drag, series of arm drags. Oh, goes for a third, but Randy Orton stops short. Neck. Edge landing on that neck, hitting his head.
arm drags by Edge, but the Viper so sly, so wise.
Randy is always one step ahead, Byron.
And Joe, how much must Edge be second guessing himself?
The start is not helping it whatsoever. I mean, right now Edge has to wonder what.
So who you guys got in this matchup? I think Randy Orton's gonna win. We get Wrestling Them Songs says the Braun Strowman match was bad, and I agree with you. It was not entertaining very much at all. Sheamus and Jeff Hardy was kind of off as well. Edge this time with the headlock. Got Orton down.
You know, that's easy to say from your commentary position here at ringside. Right now, he's got a huge man trying to absolutely beat him unconscious in that ring, Byron.
Yes, I am in the Bronx, New York, where if you have fireworks and it's hot outside, it means that it's the 4th of July. So if you hear fireworks in the background, that is what you're hearing. It's living in the Bronx, New York. Celebration of life.
Surgery shortly after Edge announced his retirement.
And Randy Orton toying with Edge's arms, not letting break.
Wrestling Them Songs agrees with me. He thinks Randy Orton will win. It's gonna be an interesting match here.
He's making Edge kick out and use that neck in ways that he shouldn't be using it this early in the match.
Once again, Randy
So
Orton.
they're telling a good story here of Randy Orton being one step ahead of
and look at the doubt. Look at the
Edge.
doubt, gentlemen.
And Randy Orton sees it clear as day.
Great call on commentary by Samoa Joe.
And look, Orton can smell it. He can smell the fear. He can smell the doubt. He knows where he has his opponent right now.
They're trying to get his head back in the game here.
Yeah, welcome to the Animal Kingdom, boys. It's survival of the fittest. And the Viper's looking like an apex predator right now.
So Edge with the headlock this time.
Now Edge trying to slow down the momentum.
Orton's got him on the ropes.
Early on here in this
Pushes off the ropes.
Now it's Edge
Coming off the ropes.
Against the Viper.
Orton with a leapfrog. Edge running the ropes, then gets tripped by Orton, and Edge rolls to the outside. Once again, Randy Orton one step ahead of Edge.
That was embarrassing. Okay, that was straight up embarrassing.
And now
Making Edge look bad.
His next move, Randy Orton said, hey, listen, you said you're going to try coming into this matchup. Orton wants Edge to do more than try.
People are so excited about the greatest match ever. Fireworks in the Bronx. Because they know that June 14, 2020 is the greatest wrestling match ever.
So it's just for the count of 10 to get back inside the ring.
Well, this is an athletic competition, make no doubt about it, gentlemen. And Randy Orton is here to prove that he is a superior athlete.
It's one of the reasons why Randy Orton asked for this traditional one-on-one wrestling match. Hey, Joe, just like you said earlier on, this is not like the match that these two had at WrestleMania, which was a last man standing match. This is straight up. It's wrestling. It's skill set in the middle of the ring.
You say that weapons make us all equal, but it's man on man when we figure out who's the real king of the jungle, boys.
Joe's owning on commentary right now. So Orton's got Edge in the corner.
Oh, now look at Edge.
Edge slides out the ring. Orton chasing after him.
Trying to catch Orton.
Oh! Edge psychs him out and catches him on the outside with the big boot. And Edge with a nod of approval. We got Axel Santa Maria on here. Shout outs to you. He says, let's go, Randy. Let's go CM Punk. Absolutely. Let's have some CM Punk chants. It doesn't feel like fans are actually there until you hear a CM Punk chant. Drop us a like. This is a reminder, if you're watching this, drop us a like. We want those support. Subscribe to the channel. We're always going with these reviews of these shows, and now we got the live streams for you appreciative for all our 500 plus subscribers to the YouTube channel.
Is devastating. I mean, it starts at the chin, but it blasts all the way through the back of that skull right into that neck.
Orton just nailed Edge with the uppercut.
Look at that discomfort.
Edge, Irish whip.
Edge
through Orton's legs twice. Now Edge, Irish whip to Orton, and an arm drag. And now focusing on his shoulder with an armbar
This is
into a
smart
hammerlock.
by Edge. We talked about, obviously, the history of neck problems for Edge. How about the history of shoulder problems Randy Orton's had? That's a very great point, Tom. In fact, it was over a decade ago that Randy Orton suffered a separated shoulder in a
Like I
match
said, if you're
with
just joining the
Edge
chat
over
here in the
back
Bronx,
2010.
there's fireworks in the background, people honking their horns because they know June 14th, 2020 is the greatest wrestling match ever.
That's
Look at that. Like, they're so excited about it.
Familiarity. Two superstars have known each other for
Crowd's
nearly
going wild at the
20 years.
PC. Crowd's going wild out here in the Bronx. Wrestling Them Songs says, yes, Wrestling Them Songs. It is a normal matmal there is disqualifications and countouts, but this is a normal wrestling match. It's by the numbers. Normal singles match. That's why this is the greatest wrestling match ever.
This is a much needed victory for Edge.
If one of you watching, if you want to watch through the whole thing, please, and count how many times I say that. I want to meet a quota. WWE said you can't go on a live stream unless you say it that many times. Yes, Alex Santamaria also confirms it's a normal match, and he says the Big Show will attack Edge. Usually how it works, right? After Edge gets the victory, the Big Show will come out and challenge him to the second greatest wrestling match ever.
And Edge going back to that scarf headlock. I mean, really looking to get Randy carrying his weight.
Until that exchange a product of the hard work that Edge put in to get himself in shape heading up to the Royal Rumble event.
Well, absolutely. And it's absolutely carried over to this match. Hope that he can hold up his pace.
Edge said he's placed his heart, he's placed his soul into preparing for this matchup here tonight against Randy Orton.
So yes, Edge with a headlock right now.
Orton continues to go back to that area, trying to affect the breathing perhaps of Edge here in this matchup as the Rated R superstar, still a modicum of control.
And Tom, Orton has been in the ring active for the past 9 years. Edge hasn't. You know, there's no replacement for in-ring experience, being in that ring and getting that ring cardio. And right now, I can tell you right now, Edge doesn't have the same ring cardio that Randy Orton does.
This is true.
You're probably right, Joe, and that's why we're seeing this.
Well, speaking of those facts.
Any part of the body is fair game for Randy Orton. Now Edge sent to the corner. Look at this. Look at the head scissors here. Beautiful head scissors. Orton sent on to the outside. Edge showing his agility in this matchup. And look at this. Orton hard to the outside. Remember the referee's 10
Edge with the head scissors to Orton to the outside. And now Edge going to the top.
Edge going up to the top.
Oh, Orton catches him.
That right hand.
Ain't no problem. A straight right can't fix, Tom.
Now Orton able to get his footing here. Along the apron. You can only imagine what Edge was thinking about. High risk, high reward. Whatever plans Edge had in mind had to be abandoned immediately from the quick reaction time of Randy Orton.
What's Orton doing?
Uh-oh. So Orton's got Edge on the top rope.
The outside.
And it looks like he's going to hit a superplex onto the outside.
What this will do to Orton?
Orton's trying to rip Edge off of the top turnbuckle. We see about a superplex to the outside of the ring.
Edge fighting.
Oh, my.
Edge is trying to hold on with everything he's got.
Oh.
And a headbutt.
Edge reverses with a headbutt. Oh. Now Orton is down on the apron after 2 headbutts from Edge.
Whatever plans he had in mind a few moments ago.
Oh, this looks precarious.
Oh! Edge off the second turnbuckle with a clothesline to Orton, who's standing on the apron, and Orton is busted open. Oh, my. Was that the hard way? Oh, my. I guess it was the headbutt. The headbutt to the side of the head of Orton. I think split him open on the side, on the left side, right over his left eyebrow. We got BK Enzo, the boring match ever. Greatest boring match ever. No, so far it's interesting. It's telling a cool story. But yeah, Orton is split open on his left eyebrow, pretty much.
Attacked his wife, Beth Phoenix. Used the picture of his daughters.
Oh man.
Don't take it.
Well, either Orton cleans up very quickly, or they came in, they did a cut, and they came in and cleaned them up because the light seems to be
Aggression
gone.
on the face of Edge. Randy Orton played out of love. He was going to end the career of Edge in WrestleMania. That did not happen.
Yeah.
Orton, really?
Oh. Edge with an Irish whip, and then his knee into the gut of Orton. Does it again. Edge in firm control right now. Salia, who's winning so far. Right now, Edge has the control after he split open Orton with a headbutt, which Orton is had a cut over his left eyebrow, which they cleaned up, but they kind of edited it. So, but you could tell they cleaned it up. But he was split open. He had a nasty little cut. And now Edge has a crippler crossface on Orton, but Orton gets his foot on the bottom rope.
Again, a very sound and smart decision by Edge to continue to target the shoulder. This is what we saw in WrestleMania, Joe. The anti-venom.
Oh man! Oh, so Orton looked like he was going for an RKO, but I think Edge put on his submission, which he introduced before WrestleMania, the head and arm choke. We got Earl Jones up on here. Salia, it's not football. Well, yeah, someone could be in control at the time. That's why I had to do the commentary. It's a firm question. Come on. Oh, so Orton now Orton has control. Yeah, it is like football. Come on. Control goes back and forth, or it's like basketball.
The way he modified this back breaker, but that's a neck breaker. That's a neck breaker.
So yeah, Orton with a neck breaker. Oh, great sell by Edge. Which is scary. It's always scary. It's always going to be scary from now on. Whenever Edge wrestles, anytime there's just like a neck breaker or anything to the neck, it's going to be a little bit scary. Wrestling themselves says, no, sorry, I am Max. I am Mares. You guys are having fun. We love it. We love it when you guys are having fun in the chat during these live streams. Drop us a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notified. We're going to have the Undertaker The Last Ride review. That's going to be up tomorrow. We got the True Rewind. That's going to be out on Tuesday. That's one of our announcements. We usually drop True Rewind on Mondays, but it's going to be out on Tuesday this week. And you can stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one as we review, as we get closer and closer to the Halloween Havoc 1995, which one of the worst shows in wrestling history. But you can look forward to us reviewing it with a smile on our face and enjoying Mongo. And enjoy our Mongo meeting. So yes, thank you for those likes. If you haven't already, drop us a like on this one. Check out the rest of our videos. We got True Heel Heat 78 that's up on the channel right now with the greatest True Heel Heat ever. As we previewed this, you can hear our predictions on that as we broke down the card for Backlash. So Orton has control right now. He has him on the outside. He's just working over the neck. He just slammed Edge's head into the steel steps. Crowd at the PC booing him. Now he's slamming Edge's head on the announce desk. And now he goes for his side suplex onto the announce table. Onto Edge. Edge selling it like he is just paralyzed. Orton whispering in his ear. Charles Robinson is the referee, by the way. Drop us a like if you haven't already. We got Earl Jones back on here. He says, I would have rather seen Rated RKO together on a two-man power trip run instead of them fighting. I can agree with you there. That would have been fun. Maybe we get it later on in the feud, but it would have been fun. You actually make a good point there. And we got Joey Webster. Shouts out to you, Joey Webster. I haven't seen you before on the channel. If you're a wrestling fan, this is the channel for you. We're always talking about professional wrestling, not just from the WWE, but from AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, as well as all the independents, as well as NWA, Impact Wrestling. We do reviews on all the weekly television shows when it comes to professional wrestling, whether that be Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, Dark, or Dynamite. So check us out if you haven't already. This is the channel for you, True Hill Heat, for our true wrestling fans.
That sounds like something out of your playbook. There's a lot of similarities between what you're doing the right, that viciousness.
Well, I don't wear boots.
We got Wendy up on here. Wendy says, hey, Sid, what do you think about the match so far? I mean, it's telling a good story. It's just when you call something the greatest wrestling match ever, you set it up to fail. But it's been a good match so far. I won't lie. I'm not that down on it so far. It's told the good story. Trying to tell the story that Edge is just one step too slow to Randy Orton, and then he gets smarter as the match goes on. He starts to figure out Orton. Got the cut to Orton. The blood added a little bit something. That's why I had to point out that they did a nice edit job of editing out when the doctors came in and cleaned them up, or the referee cleaned them up, because he was bleeding one moment on the apron, and then when he was in the ring, rolled in the ring, he was perfectly clean again. But I wish they would have left it laying, because the blood adds a lot to a match like this. They're going to make it the greatest wrestling match ever.
And that's got to be a growing concern now for Edge. Every time it seems like Edge is building a little bit of momentum, Randy Orton knows he can go right back to the net.
Let's be honest, gentlemen. Aside from that, you got to think about the stamina. How much these men have already been through. Can Randy Orton drag Edge into the deep water and drown him?
It's true. We've been on this live stream for about 23 minutes almost. So this match is going beyond the 20-minute mark. So Orton with a suplex, then rolls into another. Now going for the Three Amigos.
It says no.
Edge blocking the third. Now he goes for one. Absolutely.
And Edge finishes it off.
Edge, he finishes the Three Amigos. Since he actually got to really like wrestle in memorable matches with Eddie Guerrero, it's kind of appropriate. He was the one that did the Three Amigos. So we got 7 people watching on the chat. Shout out to all of y'all. Drop it in the comment what you guys are thinking about the greatest wrestling match ever, or if you need me to do a little bit more commentary, talk about what's going on. If you're not watching, I can tell you what's going on during this matchup. But it's been pretty good so far, telling a good matchup. The cut to Orton has added a lot to this. Both men slapping each other across the chest as they lay back on their backs. Now they're sitting up, slapping each other.
You're thinking of what I'm thinking of. There's all those knockdown, drag-out fights that we used to see.
Chop from Orton. Chop back from Edge. Commentators calling out Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, he's weighed in on this match. Believes Orton will win. Flair is
got the chop battle. They're trying to incorporate different stuff from greatest wrestlers of all time, so I will give them that. Oh, chop. Series of chops from Edge as he has Orton in the corner. Oh, Edge goes for a running chop, but Orton catches him with a drop kick.
Almost similar to a Ricky Steamboat drop kick, but Randy Orton now.
They're just going to name drop all the greatest wrestlers ever. They're just going to keep getting it in there.
At the same time,
Drop us a
Edge
like if
putting
you
some
haven't
space
already.
between
If you're
himself
just
and the
getting
mic
into
on
the
outside
live
of the ring.
stream, thank you for joining us on True Hill Heat. Love these live streams. Always fun.
Orton stalking on the outside.
Yeah, but look, Randy Orton's hurt. He is spent. Edge is spent.
But I'll say this, Byron. Anytime that you think Randy Orton is spent, that's when he's at his most dangerous, and that RKO comes out of nowhere.
I agree with you, Joe. Perfectly.
I feel like someone like backstage or like Bruce Pritchard put up a cue card clap.
Right into the chest of Edge.
Oh,
But again, Joe, you got to think about the neck. The neck
yeah.
really checked
So
up
Orton
Edge.
grabs the
So
arm
without
of
doubt,
Edge and
anytime
rams him into
anytime
the
impact
to the
of that measure
post.
gets a steel post, it's definitely going to resonate that spot.
So Edge is down on the outside. He's holding on to his neck.
With a turnbuckle.
Orton seems to have the advantage here right now.
Look at the eyes of Edge right now. That's not good. That's not
Edge is doing a great
100%
job selling.
present in the
And like I said before, if you're just joining the live stream now, in the Bronx, everyone knows that June 14th, 2020 is the greatest wrestling match ever. So if you hear fireworks in the background, that is why. People are so excited because it's the greatest wrestling match ever. It's like on a big screen in the Bronx, and they're having fireworks celebrating the greatest wrestling match ever.
Randy Orton just throwing those beat-ups down on him.
So Orton has Edge on the top rope.
Tried earlier. Looks like he might be looking for a superplex again here.
As you heard Byron going for the superplex.
Why Edge off of the top turn?
Orton's got new knee pads. Shout outs to Marcus Cash. He makes me look out for these things. That means he's gonna win. Oh! Orton with the superplex. Orton superplex, one of the best of all time. Challenge me. Give me someone else that does a superplex better. It's Orton or Barry Windham. Orton, Barry Windham. Yeah, that's all I could think of. Orton, Barry Windham, and Bret the Hitman Hart. The three best superplexes of all. The three greatest superplexes of all time. Orton, Bret Hart, and Barry Windham. Challenge me if you got anyone better. The three greatest superplexes ever. Randy Orton, Bret the Hitman Hart, Barry Windham. We got top guy JJ on the chat. He says SP3 looks bored. Sounds like he's being punished. I mean, it's fun to do it on the live stream. if I was just watching it on my own, then
this is why Randy Orton is dangerous in this situation, because he enjoys it. He revels in the pain.
So Orton's got the advantage. Uppercut by Orton.
Uppercut just radiating pain from the body of Edge.
They are doing like these nice close-up camera shots.
And the stalk. Just the relentless pressure that Randy Orton keeps pushing and pushing.
Once again, both men running the ropes, and now they run into each other. We'll go going for a crossbody. Meet in the middle. Shades of we watch. If you haven't already, check out True Rewind. We watched WCW Fall Brawl 1995 on True Rewind, and that was one of the spots that ended our best match of the night by Fall Brawl 1995 between Johnny B. Bad, aka Marvelous Mark Mero or Wildman Mark Mero, versus Flying Brian Pillman. And it was a number one contendership for the United States Championship.
Up, Edge starting to stir.
So yes, if you're watching, if you're just joining the live stream, drop us a subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified, drop us a like on this video. We appreciate it. It helps the YouTube algorithm reach out to other wrestling fans like yourself. So hit us a like, hit us a subscribe, and check out some more True Hill Heat. So Edge going to the top rope.
I don't know if this is smart. Edge is trying to ascend to the top again.
But once again, Orton cuts him off. Seems like every time Edge goes to the top rope, Orton cuts him off.
Right to the face of Edge, punishing him. Orton doing anything he can to try and slow the ascent of Edge when Edge has gone up to the top turnbuckle.
And that uppercut has been
With an
absolutely brutal
uppercut,
the
once
entire
again.
match. Oh, and it's about to get much, much more.
Oh man, setting up Orton for the rope hung DDT. Oh, but Orton reverses it into the execution, the implant DDT. One of his finishing moves from early on in his career. Edge rolling into the cover. Goes for the cutter. 1, 2. Kick out by Orton.
Watch this again. Randy Orton went for his package.
Great reversal by Edge.
What a response by Edge with the DDT of his own. It's the execution, but again, it's the damage that has been done to Edge that slowed up the Hall of Famer. Look at Edge right now. Look at Edge right now.
So that's my name. This is awesome. That's the cue card. It was like, now it's your chance. Now you gotta chant this right now. Okay. This is awesome. This is awesome. Knee strike by Edge to the head of Orton.
Keep on attacking Randy Orton.
Edge runs off the rope with another knee strike. D-trigger by Edge. They're doing another spot from a greatest match ever. Oh, it's going for another V-trigger. Oh no, this time it's a running clothesline as Orton was sitting up. And Orton with the kick out. Joakim Wild's in the crowd. He's a masked luchador. How are you a masked luchador and you're unmasked in the crowd now? Like, what's going on? That was a bad. They shouldn't have even showed you. After your reveal on NXT, you shouldn't be in the crowd like that. You should be with Escobar, like feeding him grapes or getting fed by grapes by like Spanish woman somewhere. I don't know. Oh, crossbody by Edge. 1, 2. Kick out by Orton. Shades of Sting. This might be the greatest wrestling match ever. Oh my God, what a near fall.
Nobody thought he would come back in this capacity, but after 9.5 years away, Edge isn't going to stop at anything.
This has been a good match. It's been a good match. Not the greatest wrestling match ever, but it's been a good match.
Right here, right now.
I would even go as far as say really good match. It's been a really good match so far. They told a great story. Both guys are going well with this.
And Randy Orton somehow got back up to his feet. Labor breathing right now for the Viper.
Oh, Edge goes for the spear in the corner, but Orton reverses it. Roll up, kick out by Orton. Edge looking for another crossface. Back to the crossface. He used this early on when he first cut open Orton. Now he's got it underneath the throat of Orton. Another greatest wrestler ever. Wrestling Them Song says it's looking like a good match. It is a good match. Oh, Orton with a roll up, but Edge kicks out. Edge now trying to go back to the crossface. Orton rolls out, reverses, angle slam by Orton. Shades of Kurt Angle, another greatest wrestler ever. 1, 2, kick out by Edge.
Edge to win this matchup. There is a part of this that you got to think Randy Orton was thumbing his nose at the Olympic gold medal. Without a doubt, Tom.
Yeah, that's something we don't think, Tom. That's something we know.
Randy Orton's one of the most
He did that sweet. Orton pulled that off sweet. We got 11 people watching right now. Thank you for joining the live stream. It's looking like the most really good match ever right now. It's a really good match. It's a really good match so far. Not the greatest wrestling match ever, but a really good wrestling match so far. Shouts out to everyone. Drop us a comment in the chat. We got a bunch of people in the chat right now. Shout outs once again to Axel Santa Maria, BH, Enzo, BK Enzo, my bad. Salah. We got Earl Jones, Joey Webster. We also got Wendy. Shouts out to her. Top Guy JJ joined the chat. Edge with a power bomb, get to 2 count. Top Guy JJ says match is pretty good. Won't lie about that. Yes, we gotta be honest on our analysis of this. Even though they went in over the top with the hype to it, we gotta judge the match on the match, and these guys are working. These guys are working really hard right now. Orton, back body drop out of the ring. Absolutely. The story of the match is really about the neck. Shouts out to Evan Extreme. What's going on, Evan Extreme? You are new to the channel. Yes, thank you for the like. Push that subscribe button if you haven't already. We got a bunch of great content right here on the YouTube channel. We had our live stream last week for NXT TakeOver In Your House. We had the In Your House pay-per-view roundtable, and we'll have a pay-per-view roundtable for WWE Backlash as well. Oh my God, a draping DDT by Orton.
Could this be it for Edge? With the eyes of Edge glaze over, Edge is out.
And the Rated R Superstar is no longer with us, I can tell you that much. He's definitely in La La Land.
So Orton has the advantage, sliding away, but he looks like he's getting in position. You know what time it is. If you haven't already, drop us a like. Give us a like to the video. It helps the YouTube channel. We appreciate the support. And we appreciate you watching us live. Orton slamming the mat. Looking for the RKO.
The 3 most destructive ladders.
Orton, Edge reverses. Edge bounces him off the ropes, goes for the unprettier. Orton tries to reverse it into another RKO, but Edge's execution. Oh, no, the Edge-o-matic.
You gotta be kidding me. How close was that? How close was Edge?
And that was a close 2 count.
Watch this sequence.
Nice sequence of events right here.
But then this bam, turned it into the canvas by Edge, and still the Viper able to kick out. Now look at Edge's face. Like every time we think Edge is done, he pulls something else out of his back pocket. But Edge right now looks like he looks shocked. He looks shocked that Randy Orton is still in this.
Edge.
Over that shot.
Looks like he's setting up. Getting in the corner. Looks like he's getting in position for the spear. Oh my.
Everything Edge is done, he pulls something else out of his back pocket. But Edge right now looks like he looks shocked.
Pause in the action. So guys, if you haven't already, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified, and let me know what you're thinking about the greatest wrestling match ever. I have a pause in the action, but you guys got to let me know what's going on. Top Guy JJ says Edge is definitely back. Great effort. These guys are working. This is a work rate type of match. These guys are running the ropes. They're having great sequences. They're adding in different sequences from greatest matches ever. They're using the moves of the greatest wrestlers ever. And they told the great story of Orton being the consummate veteran that's been in the ring the last 9 years and Edge being rusty. And they're doing it for over 30 minutes. Of course. Yes. We also got Baru Aku Gaming up on here. A new one for us. He says that Top Guy JJ also says that the fake crowd is killing him. But he says the match is great. Baru Aku. I gotta say that properly. I'm sorry. Baru Aku Gaming says the match is great, but when is it's coming to the greatest? there are many matches as people are always going to have different opinions. That's a great point. And I think that's been the problem that everybody's been trying to point out to WWE. But, you know, WWE doesn't listen to us. We're just the fans. So, yes. Yeah, let me know. Do we have any? Oh, pedigree by going on. Do we got anybody that thinks Edge is gonna win this? Because it seems like everyone's going for Orton in this because Edge won at WrestleMania, I'm assuming. Yes, Drew won the WWE Championship matchup. We had, I don't know what you want to call the tag title match for the Raw tag team titles between the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders, and we also had Bayley and Sasha defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships in the first matchup. We had Apollo Crews win the pre-show as he defeated Andrade.
You look shocked that Randy Orton is still in this.
And yes, that was Soraka Raj. He said, "Sir, who win between Drew and Lashley?" And thank you, Wrestling Them Songs, answering that question. And once again, we got a "This is awesome" chant. I think that's why Top Guy JJ says he's annoyed by them. Baru Akil Gaming is the one that called out the pedigree there. And I think Edge, he's either going for his leg submission or maybe the sharpshooter. Oh, yeah, the educator. But Orton reverses it, kicks him off.
Edge is moving after that kickoff of Randy Orton.
Now Orton going for a clothesline, but Edge hooking in a backslide, going for it, but Orton blocking. Oh, hitting Orton in the back of the knee, backslide, 1-2, kick out. Orton, oh, with another uppercut. You know, if you're going to compare this to other greatest matches ever, this is very reminiscent of the great, maybe like Okada and Omega or Okada Tanahashi matches where Okada just keeps hitting the drop kick. That's what Orton is using that uppercut against Edge. He's just going back to his bread and butter. That's the move that's working on the neck, and he keeps going back to it.
And the Viper has his prey.
Trying to drag
Orton,
dragging
Edge into position. Going for the draping DDT, but Edge drops him on the top rope. The rope first. Edge to between the legs. Roll up, 1, 2, kick out. Edge, Mozzarella Cradle, 1, 2, kick out by Orton.
Trying to stay with
Edge, inside cradle, 1, 2, kick out. And Orton, RKO! That's it. 1, 2, kick out by Edge. Okay, now we're getting into this match is great. When we get a kick out of a finisher in WWE, that's usually like when we get into, okay, this match might be great. If they know when to end it. Awesome. 1, 2. Barely got the kick out there. Great kick out by Edge.
That is what Randy Orton is discussing with the official right now.
And he should be tremendously frustrated with this official.
Again, what's even more amazing is that Edge kicked out of the RKO at this stage of the matchup. After everything he has taken, after all the punishment he has suffered, Edge still had enough.
This right here, gentlemen. Let me tell you something. Some people ask what they need to do. Randy Orton right now
Orton is stalking Edge
to finish this encounter.
Looks like he has him in position for the punt now.
He's going to find the thing that he needs to do, and he's going to do it right now to finish this match.
Sounds like they added booze to it, or added crowd noise. Drop us a like if you haven't already. If you're here for the live stream, we appreciate the love. Thank you so much. And we are watching the greatest wrestling match ever. Oh, there it is. The spear by Edge as Orton was setting up for the punt. Edge got that look in his eyes. He's got that hunger in his eyes.
But Edge responds with a spear. This is Edge's moment. This is Edge's time.
Oh, and I think it was more than a spear.
Oh, here we go. Edge in the corner. And a second spear. 1, 2. Kick out by Orton. This is a great match. This is a great match. Is it the greatest wrestling match ever? 1, 2, kick out. Is this the greatest wrestling match ever, ladies and gentlemen? Put in the comment section. If you're watching along with me, let me know. Is this the greatest wrestling match this year? Is this the greatest wrestling match in WWE history?
There is disbelief.
This is the WWE match of the year. Absolutely. Top Guy JJ, just in capital letters, announced he says this is the WWE match of the year. Soraka Rod says, of course, bro. It's the WWE match of the year. This is the best WWE. This is the best WWE main roster match, definitely, of 2020. This and Styles versus Bryan. We got it all in the same week. Would have loved it on the same show, but we got it all in the same week. Oh, caught him with a second RKO. 1, 2, kick out by Edge. Oh. Edge went into the ropes. He tried to go off the second rope into a turnaround crossbody, but Orton catches him with the RKO right on the neck. And 1, 2, kick out by Edge. Wrestling Them Song says the greatest wrestling match of the year. He called it right here. Drop us a like if you're enjoying the live stream. If you're watching along with us, drop us a like. Subscribe if you haven't already to the YouTube channel. The bell to stay notified. We got great content right here on the YouTube channel. But this is the best WWE main roster match of 2020. This is... I'll give it the nod over Bryan and Styles because I didn't have to sit through any commercials here. And we got the Ed and Harm trope. Edge got it locked in. Oh, Orton with the knee. That looked low. Oh, the punt by Orton. 1, 2, 3. The greatest WWE match of the year. The greatest match ever. My friends, was this the greatest wrestling match ever? My, oh my, this was great. This was great. I can't, there was no denying that. This was great. These guys went out there and worked for over 45 minutes. Edge after the match, go home. Go home. Be with Beth. Be with Lyric. Be with your daughter. And he said, tell them that Uncle Randy says hi. Wow. The greatest superplex ever. The greatest superplex ever by the guy that does the greatest superplex ever. Oh my God. This was a great match.
And that's exactly the key. I mean, everything that Randy Orton did to Edge, we have no idea what kind of condition.
Orton, these two men put each other through everything. Kick outs of the RKO. Kick out of 2 RKOs. Kick out of 2 spears back to back. My oh my, what a match. We got Nate Dogg, the King. Randy Orton won after Edge had him locked in the head and arm choke, and Orton kneed him in the grind, and then he hit a punt to win the match. Randy Orton has won the greatest wrestling match ever. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining the live stream, if you've been with us for the past over 45 minutes plus watching the greatest wrestling match ever.
He played the psychological game, and tonight, Randy Orton not only stands victorious, but he stands once again a legend killer.
Once again, the legend killer, Randy Orton, the winner of the greatest wrestling match ever. Drop us a like. What did you guys think about this? We got a bunch of people commenting on the matchup. Top Guy JJ says this is the WWE match of the year. That's a spoiler for you before you guys tune into True Hill Heat 79 next week or this coming week. He says it right here. Top Guy JJ says this is the WWE match of the year. Edge is in the ring. This is not looking good as Edge is down for a while. They have a stretcher coming out. They're really playing this up. We can tell that this rivalry has not ended right here. Both men have a win apiece. Edge getting the victory in the last man standing match at WrestleMania 36. And then Orton winning the greatest wrestling match ever. But Edge refusing to be stretchered out. Pushing away the stretcher. Orton looking on disappointed as Edge is frustrated, pushing away the stretcher, saying, stop.
I be thinking that Edge is getting himself into more trouble by refusing help from our officials here. What is Edge doing? It could be. What is going through the mind?
What a match. What a match. We had Sariq Raj. He said, Orton, he knew it. He called it. I called it as well. Randy Orton getting the victory in the greatest wrestling match ever. We had Chance Rodriguez up on the chat. He said no. I don't know what he said no to, but we just sat here for the past over 50 minutes witnessing the greatest wrestling match ever. Started out with the MSG mic, the famous MSG mic from the past Madison Square Garden WWF shows, and the voice of Howard Finkel. Howard Finkel doing the ring announcements for both the Rated R Superstar Edge and the Legend Killer Randy Orton. Then we had a slow beginning, lockups. We had both men kind of working the mat, working the technical style, and we had Edge kind of establishing the story that Edge was one step ahead of, that Edge was just one step slower than Randy Orton. Randy Orton just kept getting that one step ahead of Edge continuously in the beginning until Edge started to figure it out as the match went on. Then the match started to go into a brawl as both men fought into the outside. At one point, Edge with 2 headbutts as he was on the top rope, and then Orton was on the apron, and one headbutt to the left eyebrow of Randy Orton busted him open. He had a split. He had a crimson mask at one point, which they had to clean up. But the match went on as Edge was starting to get the advantage, hitting on submissions, going for the cripple across face, as well as the head and arm choke. Then Randy Orton had the advantage as he beat down on Edge's neck after a great neck breaker that got Edge into the outside. Started beating up on Edge on the outside, hitting a side suplex onto the announce table, whispering in Edge's ear. Then the match went into the ring. Both guys going back and forth. We had a chop sequence. We had both men pulling out maneuvers and sequences from past great matches of the past. Both men went for the Three Amigos of Eddie Guerrero. We had a chop sequence, which they said was reminiscent of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Ric Flair, one of the greatest trilogies of all time. And then we had Randy Orton pulling out the Olympic Slam as an ode to Kurt Angle, who said that Edge would win this matchup. We had Edge pulling out a pedigree, which got him a 2 count, and then both men decided to hit their finishers after a couple of near falls going both ways. Edge went for a spear, but that was reversed. Orton went for the RKO, which was reversed. Then finally, after a couple of pin sequences, Orton hits the RKO on Edge, which gets a very, very close 2 count. Then Edge hits 2 back-to-back spears, which gets a very close 2 count. And then Edge, during a great back and forth sequence between the two men, Edge goes to the second rope, bounces off with a crossbody, which Orton reverses into an RKO for a second very close 2 count. And then finally, in the end, it was Edge who tried to lock on his head and arm choke, which he had been using before WrestleMania and at WrestleMania in the Last Man Standing match. But Orton hits a knee as his back is to the referee. So the referee never saw the knee where it landed, but it seemed low. And then Orton hit the punt kick to get the 1, 2, 3 to win the greatest wrestling match ever. So that's my synopsis. Very quickly after this matchup, we had Nate Dogg the King, who won. I told you it was Randy Orton. Randy Orton wins the greatest wrestling match ever. We had Lennox Coleman. I love how competitors pay homage to other wrestlers. We had finishers. We had pedigrees. We had Three Amigos. We had crossface and more. Yes, this was a great matchup. As Top Guy JJ said in the comments, it was the WWE match of the year. And Top Guy JJ also says, I love the match. Definitely exceeded my expectations by a country mile. Definitely their best match ever. So I agree with you. Top Guy JJ, 100%. That is the best wrestling match that I have seen from either guy. That is that's a hard that I'm thankful that was the main event. I was very scared that I would have to do this live stream like in the middle of the show rushing, but I'm glad it was the main event because nothing was going to follow that. These guys went 45 minutes plus. They worked hard. They went out there and they put on a show. They put on one of the best matches of this year. The best WWE main roster match of 2020 by a long mile. This is the match that we should have got at WrestleMania 36. But wow, I'm impressed. I have to give a round of applause. To Edge and Randy Orton. I have to give a round of applause to the WWE, to Vince McMahon, because for a match that you hyped as the greatest wrestling match ever, it could have went off like a wet fart in a church. But that was great. That was great.
Because it would look
Great.
like I was crazy.
Great. Was it the greatest wrestling match ever? I'm going to let you guys decide. You guys put in the comments. We're going to, a bunch of you guys are not watching right now live. You're going to watch it on the replay. So put down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the greatest wrestling match ever. Was it the best WWE match you've ever seen? Was it the greatest wrestling match you've ever seen? Where does it rank? Where is this rank in the careers of Edge and Randy Orton? Where does this range in WWE history? Where does this range in 2020? Where does this range in the pandemic era? This is like a wide range of questions and this match is going to be talked about for a very, very, very long time. So I thank you guys. This live stream has just hit an hour. Thank you very much for joining. We've had a bunch of people join in, hitting us in the live comments and the live chat. But if you're watching on the replay, we need your comments below in the comment section. Drop us a like. Over 10 people like this video. If you're just joining us, drop us a like on this video right now. We appreciate it. It helps the YouTube channel grow. It helps the YouTube algorithm and help other wrestling fans like yourself join us on future live streams. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy these live streams. It makes the event a little bit fun. So maybe on the next True Hill Heat, we will promote our next live stream. So you could check out True Hill Heat 78. It is in the archive section where we previewed the greatest wrestling match ever and WWE Backlash, as well as talked about the return of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I might go live with you guys during the New Japan Cup. I don't know about you guys. Let me know. Drop us a like and let us know. Give us a comment down below. If I'm still live with you guys, drop us a like. We got 6 people on us live. Drop us a live comment and let us know. Do you want me to go live with you guys during the New Japan Cup? I will go live with you guys for the New Japan Cup Finals. I will give you that right now. I had so much fun on this live stream, and this is the most support we've seen in the live comments. I promise you, I'm going to go live for the New Japan Cup Finals. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Drop us a like. Drop us a comment down below. Push the subscribe button and push the bell to stay notified. Was this the greatest match ever? This was, in my opinion, the greatest WWE main roster match of 2020. But you decide what's the greatest match ever. So this is the end of this live stream. So it is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. I've had fun with you guys. I appreciate the love and the support. So until next time, I am signing off.
So I started working with a social media group that was trying to get my name out there,